Now, what if I told you the future didn't arrive tomorrow? It arrived today. We're all used to hearing about crazy futuristic tech, but we always think it's 10 years away, 20 years away, 50 years away. Well, I'm here to tell you that's not true anymore. Right now, in 2025, these things sound like they were ripped straight out of a sci-fi movie. But they're real. These aren't just lab experiments, they are breakthroughs changing our world as we speak. And most people have no idea. We're going to count down the top 5 breakthroughs of 2025 that you absolutely will not believe are real. Chapter 1. Alright, first up, something that's going to blow your mind. We've all played around with AI that can write an essay or make a funny picture. That's child's play. Meet multimodal AI. It can see, hear, read, understand. Better than we imagined. Imagine a doctor with all medical knowledge. It can look at an X-ray, listen to a patient, read full medical history, diagnose a rare disease in seconds. Tested in hospitals today. It doesn't stop at medicine. Customer support reimagined. The AI can see your device via camera, hear your voice, pull up the exact fix instantly. It understands context. It senses your stress. Not a script follower, a problem solver. Creative fields too. Architects use AI to design buildings. Architect gives rules, budget, location, materials, style. AI generates hundreds of blueprints in minutes. It simulates earthquake resilience, hurricane resilience, saves millions and months. Even crazier, AIs write screenplays and code apps from one sentence. Say, make me a water tracking app. The AI will write the code, design the interface, push to the App Store. Infinite, instant creation. Big companies notice. They're trusting AI decisions more than humans. Not because AI is human-like, because it's fundamentally different. No biases, no fatigue, no bad days. It analyzes data and chooses logically. Think Amazon-scale supply chains. AI can predict demand, reroute shipments around storms, optimize every item in a warehouse. Chapter 2. Okay, if you thought AI was wild, this next one is literally inside our heads. For decades, the idea of connecting a computer directly to the human brain was pure science fiction. But in 2025, it's a medical reality. I'm talking about brain-computer interfaces, or BCIs. These are tiny, sophisticated implants, some smaller than a coin, that are being placed inside people's skulls right now. And they are changing lives in ways we could only dream of. Let's start with the most incredible application. Paralysis. Imagine being trapped in your own body, unable to move or speak for years. Today, patients with these brain implants are able to move robotic arms just by thinking about it. The implant reads the neural signals, the literal electrical sparks of their thoughts, and translates them into commands. They can pick up a cup. They can feed themselves. They can even write. They are turning thought directly into action. We're also seeing this restore the ability to speak. For patients who have lost their voice due to a stroke or disease, these implants can decode the brain signals associated with speech. The person thinks about the words they want to say, and a computer speaks them out loud in a synthesized voice. We are literally giving people their voice back by reading their minds. It's an absolute miracle of modern science. The technology is advancing at an insane rate. We're not just talking about 1 or 2 signals. The newest implants have thousands of electrodes that can monitor thousands of neurons at once. This gives us a high-resolution, real-time map of what's happening inside someone's brain. Scientists can see how the brain forms memories. They can see how it processes emotions. They can see how it makes decisions. The same technology used to help paralyzed patients could one day enhance healthy people. Companies are already exploring uses to boost memory, increase focus, or even allow you to control your smart home with just a thought. Imagine downloading a new skill directly to your brain. You could learn a new language in a fraction of the time. A surgeon could perform a complex operation with unparalleled precision. A student could absorb and retain information almost perfectly. This isn't just about restoring function. It's about transcending the natural limits of the human brain. It's the beginning of the enhanced human. But this power comes with a terrifying question. If a device can read your thoughts to move a robotic arm, it can read your other thoughts too. Your hopes, your fears, your private secrets. If your thoughts can be read by a computer, are they still truly private? Who owns that data? Your employer, the government, the company that made the implant. What happens if this data gets hacked? Could someone steal your memories? Could they implant false ones? These aren't just philosophical questions anymore. As this technology moves from medical labs into the consumer market, we are going to have to create new laws, new ethics, a whole new definition of privacy that extends to the very inside of our minds. On one hand, this technology performs modern-day miracles, giving people back their lives. It's one of the most incredible things happening in medicine. On the other hand, it opens a Pandora's box of ethical dilemmas. The line between human and machine is blurring, and it's happening right inside our own brains. All right, we've talked about AI brains and brain implants. Now let's talk about the bodies. For years, we've seen clumsy, slow-moving robots in videos that fall over when you push them. Forget all of that. In 2025, a new generation of humanoid robots is here, stepping out of the lab and into the real world. These aren't just machines, they look and move like people, and they're starting to do our jobs. We're seeing them deployed in factories, working side by side with humans on assembly lines. But unlike old robotic arms, these humanoid robots can walk around, pick up different tools, and adapt to new tasks. They can handle fragile objects with the same care as a person, using advanced fingertip sensors to feel pressure and texture. They are a flexible workforce that never gets tired. Not just factories. They are being tested in hospitals and care homes. Imagine a robot gently helping an elderly person out of bed, bringing them their medication, or just keeping them company, designed to be safe, reliable, and even friendly. Some are programmed to recognize emotions by analyzing facial expressions and tone of voice. Many learn from experience rather than being fully pre-programmed. It's called imitation learning. Have a person fold laundry or make coffee, the robot watches, analyzes, and then replicates the task. It learns by watching. Game changer. No expert programmers needed, just show it what to do. Incredibly versatile. Shown a new task in the morning, proficient by the afternoon. The speed of deployment is unbelievable. They can go where humans can't. Disaster zones, nuclear sites, deep-sea exploration. Search and rescue after an earthquake, walking over rubble to find survivors. They could handle hazardous materials without risk, our physical avatars in dangerous places. But what about jobs? If robots can do physical work, learn on the fly, and work 24/7 without pay, what happens to workers in logistics, manufacturing, healthcare? Companies are investing billions to replace human labor with these machines. Not just labs, Tesla, Boston Dynamics, and other manufacturers racing to mass-produce humanoids. Goal, millions operating within a decade. In warehouses, stores, hospitals, and maybe homes. A fundamental shift in physical work. Human bodies were required for physical tasks, not anymore. We built a mechanical substitute, and it's getting better, smarter, and cheaper every day. The robot revolution isn't a sci-fi movie plot. It's an economic reality that's starting right now. This next one is different. It's not about physical tech, it's about what's real and what's not. And honestly, this one might be the most unsettling of all. We all know about deep fakes, but that technology has evolved into something far more powerful. Right now, in 2025, you can create a completely convincing person who does not exist. I'm not just talking about a fake picture, I mean everything. Their face, their voice, their personality, even their daily social media posts. These are called digital humans or AI-generated influencers. And they are already here, with massive followings on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. They post pictures of their vacations, they talk about their day, they recommend products, and they interact with their followers. They have entire backstories and personalities, all crafted by AI. And the craziest part? Most of their viewers have absolutely no idea they're fake. The technology has gotten so good that it's almost impossible to spot the flaws. The AI can generate a face that is unique and doesn't belong to any real person. It can synthesize a voice that sounds completely natural. Then another AI can write their social media posts, their video scripts, and their replies to comments, all perfectly in character. Think about the power of this. A company can create the perfect brand ambassador from scratch. They can control their every word, their every action, and their entire image. This person will never have a scandal, never say the wrong thing, and never get old. They are the perfect, controllable messenger. And they are already being hired for major ad campaigns, earning millions of dollars. But it goes way beyond marketing. These digital humans are being used as news anchors and presenters. In some countries, AI-generated newsreaders are already delivering the daily news, and most of the audience can't tell the difference. This opens up a terrifying possibility. What happens when it's not just a fake influencer, but a fake politician, a fake expert, or a fake witness? Soon, it may become impossible to tell who you're talking to online. Is that person you're arguing with on Twitter real? Is that friendly face on a video call a real person? Or an AI-generated avatar? The very basis of trust online is about to be completely shattered. We are entering an era of reality collapse. The implications for society are staggering. How can we have a functioning democracy if foreign powers can create thousands of fake, convincing citizens to influence elections? How can you trust a video of a world leader if it could be a perfect fake? The evidence of your own eyes and ears will no longer be reliable. Okay, we've arrived at the last one, and I saved the most unbelievable for last. This one doesn't just change society, it changes biology itself. For all of human history, aging has been an inevitable fact of life. But in 2025, scientists are not just slowing it down, they are actively reversing it. This isn't about skincare or healthy diets. This is about reprogramming our cells at a fundamental level. The breakthrough is a technology called cellular reprogramming. Scientists have discovered that they can take an old cell, from skin, from an organ, from anywhere, and introduce specific proteins. These proteins, known as Yamanaka factors, can make an old cell behave like a young cell again. It's literally like hitting a reset button on its biological age. This was first proven in labs with individual cells, but now it's being tested in living animals. The results are absolutely staggering. In multiple studies, scientists have successfully reversed the biological age of mice. They have restored youthful function to their organs. They have improved their metabolism, and they have repaired age-related damage. They have extended the lifespan of these animals by a significant amount. The focus of medicine is undergoing a radical shift. For centuries, we've focused on curing the diseases of old age, heart disease, cancer, Alzheimer's. But what if you could treat aging itself? The new thinking is that aging isn't just a natural process, it's the root cause of all these diseases. By targeting aging directly, you could potentially prevent all of them at once. This is the holy grail of medicine. Human trials are already in early stages. They are testing therapies designed to clear out old, dysfunctional zombie cells that accumulate as we age and cause inflammation. They are testing drugs that can improve the function of our mitochondria, the powerhouses of our cells. This isn't science fiction anymore. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry with some of the biggest names in tech and science racing to be the first to crack the code. Now let's talk about what this really means. If these therapies are successful, it could mean that people in their 60s or 70s could have the biological health of someone in their 30s. It could mean adding not just years to life, but healthy, vibrant years. It challenges the entire concept of a lifespan. It changes what it means to be human on the most basic level. But this leads to the biggest, most explosive debate of all. Who gets access to this? This will undoubtedly be the most expensive medical treatment in history, at least at first. Will it only be for the super rich? Are we about to create a new class of humans? The ageless elite who can afford to live for 150 years or more in perfect health, while everyone else ages and dies as normal? The social and ethical implications are terrifying. What does this do to overpopulation? What happens to inheritance and family structures if generations never pass away? What happens to society when a small group of people can accumulate wealth and power for centuries? This single breakthrough could create more inequality than anything else in human history. So, as we stand on the brink of conquering our own mortality, we are faced with an impossible choice. We have the science to potentially end aging, one of humanity's oldest enemies. But in doing so, we might break society itself. This isn't a conversation for our grandchildren. It's a conversation we need to have right now because the science is here today. AI that thinks and acts, brain implants, humanoid robots, fake humans, and reversing aging. Everything you just heard is happening right now. Not in the future, not in movies. These are the breakthroughs of 2025, and they are already reshaping our world in ways we are just beginning to understand. We are living through the most transformative period in human history, and the pace of change is only accelerating. If this is 2025, imagine 2035. The future we were promised in science fiction is being built today, but it's not all flying cars and utopia. It's complicated, it's messy, and it's filled with incredible opportunities and terrifying risks. These technologies force us to ask huge questions about what we value, what it means to be human, and what kind of future we want to build. The conversation about these things can't wait, because the technology won't. We're going to keep exploring these incredible changes and what they mean for you. Subscribe for more videos that reveal the hidden side of reality. If you learned something new, if you were shocked, or if this video made you think, please hit that like button. Like this video if even one thing blew your mind. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.